Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
British tourist missing after fire rips through diving boat on Thai island. A British tourist is missing after a fire broke out on a dive boat off the island of Koh Tao in Thailand. Alexandra Clark, 26, a backpacker from Lambeth, in London, was reportedly using the toilet when the blaze started in the engine of the wooden vessel this morning. According to officials, 16 tourists were on board the boat, called Davy Jones Locker, as well as 2 crew and 4 instructors from the scuba diving company. It's believed they were rescued by passing boats, but Alexandra was still unaccounted for on Sunday afternoon. It's feared Alexandra may have been engulfed by flames that spread rapidly through the boat. Compressed air in the tanks filled to 3,000 psi, as well as fuel on board, are thought to have helped the fire move quickly through the vessel. The toilet is often located at the back of the boat on the bottom deck, next to the engine. Footage shows how the inferno ravaged the large wooden cabin at the rear of the boat, as shocked holidaymakers on passing boats looked on. Captain Natthafin Sinpunfin, Deputy Director of the Thai Maritime Enforcement Command Center of Surat Thani, said the blaze started at around 9 a.m. local time. An emergency call was received shortly after. He said the boat was carrying a group of tourists for a diving excursion from Koh Tao. It was between 5 and 6 nautical miles away from the island. A fire started in the engine room and spread through the boat rapidly. Thai MECC, Surat Thani, coordinated with private vessels and volunteers to safely evacuate the tourists and crew members onto another boat. Meanwhile, another team of volunteers worked to control the fire. Preliminary reports indicate that the engine room, captain's cabin, and rear restroom were damaged. The exact cause of the fire remains under investigation. Lieutenant Colonel Natapal Simpanfal, Deputy Director of the Surat Thani Marine Department, said rescue teams were initially unable to get close to the boat because of the flames. There were also fears of further explosions from the tanks and fuel on board. He added, the search is continuing for one missing tourist, a female, Alexandra Clark, from the United Kingdom. The conditions at sea are dangerous with the wind and currents. All boats in the area have been notified. Search and rescue teams were immediately mobilized. To view this video, please enable JavaScript and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5. Video. Up next, Koh Tao is one of the world's most popular scuba diving locations, but it has been dubbed Death Island due to the alarming number of young tourists who have died in mysterious circumstances. Dozens have been killed, though the actual number could be much higher, with many deaths covered up to protect the lucrative tourism industry. The most high-profile case was the death of Hannah Witheridge and David Miller, who were bludgeoned to death on Sair Beach in September 2014. 2 Burmese laborers were allegedly framed for the murders to protect the real killer, the son of a prominent local family, and wrap the case up quickly amid unwanted international scrutiny. Prominent Australian lawyer Ian Yarwood, who has campaigned for the 2 Burmese boys to be released, has made repeated calls for tourists to avoid the island due to crime, corruption, and poor health and safety. He added, Koh Tao is not a safe place for anyone to visit. The island is controlled by 1 or 2 powerful local families, and police work hard to cover up anything negative. Get in touch with our news team by emailing us at webnews@metro.co.uk. For more stories like this, check our news page. Stay on top of the headlines with daily email updates. This site is protected by RayCAPTCHA, and the Google privacy policy and terms of service apply. Your information will be used in line with our privacy policy.